Hello ladies and gents, thank you guys so much for joining me. Today we're going to be playing 1-3 at the most action-packed card room in Northern California at Capital Casino. Today we're going to be put in some tough spots by facing some massive races with only one pair, so strap in and let's get into the film. Hopping into the very first hand that we are going to play in the straddle, we are going to be looking down at 10-9 offsuit. Not really the best hand, but it is defendable in the straddle. There's going to be 5 callers until it gets to a fellow YouTuber, JJayPoker, in the small blind. He's going to go ahead and bump it up to $36, so raising $30, almost a pot-sized bet. I'm going to go ahead and put in the call, and we're going to go heads up. I think he is going ahead and be squeezing here. I'm just trying to go ahead and take down that dead money, and the flop is going to come out 7-5-7 rainbow. So we don't really have a whole lot going on for us. Small blind is going to go ahead and bet for 40 pretty quick. So at this point, I think he has 2 overs. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the call for 40. It's going to be 182 in the center. The turn is going to bring out the 9 of clubs. So now this is perfect. We make a pair. He has 2 overs. I am putting him on it. And when he checks it, it is time to get a little devious. I'm going to go ahead and bet for $70. And obviously, his instant reaction does not like this. He's going to go ahead and fold and says my pocket 8s are good. And well, I did have a little notch above those pocket 8. And that's what you get for trying to steal a pot against me. After stealing that nice $100 pot, we're going to look down at ace jack offsuit on the button, and it's going to go ahead and limp to the middle position player. He's going to get raised to $20. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the call, as ace jack is a good defending hand when you are in the later half where you do have position. Normally I don't like calling a big bet with the same because you are going to be dominated down at the 1-3 streets most of the time if you do spike an ace, and it's not going to turn out too good for you. So we're going to go 46 to the flop. It's going to come out ace deuce 3 all clubs. It's going to be monotone with 4-5 also flopping a straight. Now this is where knowing the player is a very important thing. I've played with this guy a few times and he is on the snug side. So do I think he's playing 4-3 or 4-5? No, I don't. Now it could be possible that he does have the clubs, but that is very unlikely. He's gonna go ahead and bet up for $25. And with all this being considered, and I have the jack of clubs, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the call. It's gonna be 96 to the turn, which is gonna bring out the 5 of hearts. So if he's holding a king 4, ace 4 type of holding, which would be the very bottom end of his range, very unlikely. From my point of view, I think he's going to be holding much more like a king of clubs X type of holding, king queen, king jack, king 10, ace 10, king, like 2 overs pretty much. Maybe I could be in trouble with my kicker. He might be holding ace queen or ace king, but also at the same time, I feel like he would have gone ahead and raised a little more. So we're looking at in the middle of his range here. So with all this being said, when he bets $70, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the call pretty quick. So we're gonna go $236 into the river. It's gonna bring out 5 of diamonds. This does not change the board, and at this point he's gonna go ahead and check, so showing that he is giving up on his bluff or his draw. So knowing this, I don't think I'm gonna get any value from betting here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and check, and he's gonna show me king queen with the king of clubs. So we did not need that other club, or else we could have seen ourselves in a horrible situation. But that is exactly how you need to go ahead and read your players, and knowing their bet sizing. Biggest tell in poker. First 2 hands have not come easy, and it's been about an hour since that last hand, but we finally looked down at queen jack of hearts in the middle position. The live straddle is going to be on. It's going to be a 5-way limp pot for $30. I did go ahead and choose to just go ahead and put in the limp here just to be a little bit more balanced, although we are playing lower stakes, so I wish I kind of did just go ahead and bump it up. The flop is to come out 6-9-5. It's going to go ahead and get checked to me. I'm going to go ahead and bet out for $12. The small blind is going to go ahead and put in the call, so 54 in the center, and the turn is going to bring out the 4 of hearts, so we do pick up more equity. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and bet for $35. And then the river is gonna be the queen of clubs, so we do work out on the flush draw, but we do get there with top pair and a decent kicker. So I was going to go ahead and be bluffing my way through this hand if I did not get a heart. So I'm going to go ahead and bet for 45 now. And he's going to go ahead and give it some thought. And after a while, he's going to put in the call. So we're going to go ahead and scoop this $214 pot. After a very, very long time, we finally looked down at another playable hand after that queen jack hand. I'm just happy to finally see two suited cards. It's been so long. We're probably down about $100 since that last hand. Ugh. We love blinding down, don't you guys? We're going to be in the hijack looking at king 6 of clubs versus the cutoff here, who's going to go ahead and bet for 20 after it gets limped to him. I'm going to go ahead and call, so we're going to go $50 into the center, and the flop is going to come out 4, 6, 10. So wow, we made our first pair in about 40 minutes. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna go ahead and bet for $30. And now the cutoff is gonna go ahead and do something a little bit polarizing here. He's gonna go ahead and bet for 105. Excuse me, this is 1-3 into a only $20 pot here, and there was a lot of limpers, and he only bet for $20. So are we looking at a high overpair? I don't think so, in my personal experience. So what could he have here? Could he have ace king? That's certainly the first hand that I'm going to put him on here. And so I have a pair, he doesn't, and I have a king. So he only has to spike a ace to go ahead and beat me. If he has ace king or a hand like ace queen, he's going to have a little bit more equity. So I don't think he honestly has a pocket pair here, because he only bet for 20 when there was quite a few limpers in front of him. So I feel like he would have gone ahead and bet a higher amount, so that way he only gets action from one player. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the call, even though this could be a little bit of a reach here most times. But just looking at this player, he does play a little bit loose. So I'm going to go ahead and see the turn, which is the 4 of hearts. So of course, I'm going to go ahead and check to him. And he is not going to let his foot off the gas. He's going to go ahead and kind of down bet here to 140 relative to the size of the pot. So to make the pot $400. So at this point, I'm starting to question if I have the right read of ace king. Although I'm pretty certain it is right that he doesn't have a pair. That 4 of hearts shouldn't have connected unless he has ace 4, which I don't think he does here, because that would put him on a trips. So I don't think that really does connect with his range. So I think we still are going to be ahead with him not having a pair here. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the call, might as well, while we are ahead. There's no ace, and we get a 3 of hearts. And so obviously I'm going to go ahead and check it over to him. I'm not going to be betting the 6. He's going to go ahead and check it to me, and I'm going to go ahead and show I have king 6, and surprisingly we are good. Oh my gosh, guys, what the heck was this guy doing? I said, did you have ace king? And he shows 6 jack of hearts? What? I did not see that hand coming. Let me tell you guys, Capital Casino, you have no idea what you guys are going to see. Jumping right into the next hand, we're going to be under the gun +1, looking down at 4, 5 of hearts. There's going to go ahead and be a live 6. I'm going to go ahead and put in the limp, and it's going to limp all the way around. There's going to be 5 callers to a flop that comes out. Ace king 3 rainbow. The 3 of hearts is there, so we do have backdoor ideas and also the gut shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and bet for 17, trying to pump up the price of poker and also get some folds out of people. There's gonna go ahead and only be 1 caller, and then the turn is gonna be the beautiful 2 of clubs. Let's go. So I go ahead and decide to try and slow play this here, or let him try and take a stab at it. And I'm gonna go ahead and check, and he's gonna check right back. So I don't know if I feel like I made a mistake here. I feel like I should have done maybe a small continuation bet for about $25 or $20, about a third of the pot. And then the river's gonna go ahead and bring out the 10 of spades, which is not really the best card, because now queen jack is gonna go ahead and get there. But I feel like he would have gone ahead and bet himself if he had to have queen jack. So I'm gonna go ahead and bet 50, and he's gonna go ahead and snap fold. So I think I did miss a $20 bet or so. Let me know what you guys think down below. So after missing out on some free money, we're gonna be in the low jack and look down at 10-9. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the limp, and then the high jack is gonna go ahead and raise to 25. And there's gonna go ahead and be 2 callers in front of me, so I'm gonna go ahead and elect to put in the call. The flop has come out 7-3-3. All rainbow, and it's gonna go ahead and get checked around here, and then the turn is gonna be the jack of clubs. So I think this could be a good hand to go ahead, good candidate to start a bluff on. I go ahead and bet for $40, and then only the small blind is gonna go ahead and call me here, and then the river is gonna be the 6 of diamonds. So the only real thing that gets here now is not really pretty much anything, so I don't really feel like this should have changed anything. But then the small blind is gonna go ahead and donk bet for 120, and super polarizing, and this guy is a bit of an older guy, so I am gonna go ahead and put in the fold. So this is honestly just a horrible fault on my side of things by going ahead and fortune $40. Definitely should not be bluffing into 3 other players. And after being a complete donkey in that last hand, we're going to go ahead and be in the small blind with the ace of hearts, 7 of diamonds into a limp 4-way pot. I like to just go ahead and limp here because it is a offsuit ace. And then the flops will come out 7, 6, 5. So we're going to get top, but 9, 8, and 4, 3 are going to go ahead and make a straight. Although I feel that someone probably would have increase the pot with those on, so highly unlikely. We're looking at a suited connector hands here. It's gonna go ahead and get checked to me. I'm gonna go ahead and bet for $17. And then the low jack, who is a bit of a older regular, who's mostly just here for fun, doesn't really take the game the most serious, he's gonna go ahead and put in the call for $46. So I'm feeling pretty confident here that we do have the best hand up until the turn is gonna bring out the queen of spades. So we now get downgraded to second pair top kicker. And the low jack is going to go ahead and bet for 25. Now, I normally, against most other people, depending on the ranges, I probably would go ahead and put in the fold here. But here, I feel that the opponent normally only makes calls when he has something. So I feel like he spiked probably a 7, 6, or 5 on the flop. So I'm going to go ahead and elect to put in the call. And then the river is going to bring out a brick 2 of spades. Not going to go ahead and change anything because 4-3 already did make a straight. And then he's going to go ahead and bet out for $50. So what is he repping here? I think he is probably just repping a 7x holding. He could have 7 king, king 6, king 5 type of hand. So I do go ahead and after some thought decide to put in the call because I don't think I'm gonna get out kicked if he does have 7, or at worst we are gonna be chopping. And when I do call him, he's gonna go ahead and roll over the 6 of clubs and 10 of hearts. So the read was spot on that he was only put in the call and he was trying to steal the pot with this third pair. And with that, after playing it for 2 more hours, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Nothing interesting happened, just a lot of losing the blinds and folding a lot. We're going to go ahead and rack up a nice little profit of $356 to the bankroll. Very nice win, especially considering the fact we had to go ahead and steal a lot of pots and didn't make a lot of big hands. Only had that one straight that we made the entire session, no flushes. It was a rough one, folks. But thank you guys so much for joining me on the second video. And if you guys do have any ideas on how to improve it, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.